Check, check. All right, cool. So, all right. Sorry. So we sent this email earlier today to, Bellevue Hospital, and we actually got a response over here, and we're gonna look at that one over here. So, okay. So we got a response over here. I will actually include it. Okay. And we'll actually say, I'm sorry, I'm contacting Bellevue. We're gonna actually stick on a bunch of people other here, right? Children's Health Defense Network, things like that. I actually looked. Someone actually got back to me and said, "Good morning. Not sure who are trying to contact with this private call for pediatrics in Ewing, New Jersey. Please let me know if we can help in any way we can. I'm going to talk to them about that. I don't think they're going to step up, but I will respond, and there will be also other things going on regarding the. We're about to call Bellevue Pediatrics, but that's the one in New York City. But over here, we will respond to this email, which says, not sure even if we can help in any way, and absolutely you can. I'm sorry, I'm contacting Bellevue Hospital in New York City. I actually looked up the practice of individual doctors and thought it possible that you might have an association with Bellevue Hospital here in New York City. I'm not sure what your position is on consent for children to receive medical procedures is, but if you have an opinion on it either way, I'm actively working with candidates across the nation to address these kinds of issues. I used to support Medicare for all, but the whole discussion is dominated by health professionals. The voice of victims are being silenced. My own personal experiences. Okay, I worked for a pulmonologist and a neurologist, right? I'm not just somebody, right? Yeah, I actually worked for a pulmonologist and a neurologist, as well as several emergency rooms, and also for a law firm accompanying patients to independent medical examinations. As a watchdog, protect them from the insurance industry, but I can document that I was pushed out of the way by people like Gloria and Jill, who pushed for Medicare for all, and this has come to mean a blank check for procedures with contradictory points regarding patient autonomy, and they have been shown to violate the Nuremberg Code, which requires informed consent before executing medical procedures. Not only this, but they have used their money and access to push the voices of victims out of the way. And the priorities of this group, unfortunately, do not always align with the doctors. Do not always align. Always align. With that of victims, especially poor victims. Of medical malpractice. From working in doctors' offices, I understand the dictates of professional courtesy and understand that taking public position could impact business, but if you know any advocates, we're actually arranging a medical discussion on the topic of vaccine mandates and the administration of hormones and surgical procedures on new guidelines that push for permanent decisions to be made at the age of 15. I am a trans supporter. We're gonna drop this in right here. Okay. While I do support trans people as a former medical professional, I know the incentives in the medical industry, which is responsible for the opioid crisis and unable to stop the obesity epidemic and causing a shortening of the lifespan in this generation, which is a great deal on the part of public health officials. The complaints of many who have received LASIK surgery also show that there can be when money incentives push for services, once again, I really, about the way that trans people are treated, and I support their ability barely, but I am. But when we are commercial solutions. There must be balance in the discussion. These issues, I'm eager for a discussion. Let's look at James Roguski. I did, okay. I think that he's actually scheduling something for June. That's right. Okay, let's get James Roguski over here. Let's see who this guy is, okay? Let's present a little bit on. Okay, let's see over here. Is there a better well, let's see. Spreaker, okay, Dr. James Campbell, okay.
Well, a warm welcome to this talk, and I'm very...
And their current job, their obligation, is if there is some kind of an outbreak in the nation, they are supposed to be 24/7.
Picture on them, right? Oh, where's the one that says international, right? Yeah, because he has an international team that he works with. In fact, let me go to jamesroguski.com, right? It's very possible that has been meeting with world leaders. That's true. Woo. Where you at, bro? Come on, man. Do you have the links to your videos where you're talking with world leaders all over the world? Because that would be great. James Roguski, international meeting. Okay. Yes, calls at world leaders. Let's see, this would be
I
great.
want to continue to...
Oh,
And that is exactly what I was just talking.
help push these things off the track, help
yeah, this is amazing. This is amazing. Yeah, okay. Pictured on the left. Nation. In June. We'll be leading discussion with candidates from around the nation in June in partnership with and let's give them an example of one of my unified platform events. They're not going to probably respond, but maybe the other ones, well, we're going to see. We're going to also send this out to, we're about to call, you know, what is it, we're about to call the place, but we're going to send out this email first. Okay, and, okay. And here's one that we did on election reform. And let's go to the criminal justice one. Is really the best one, right? Okay, so where is this playlist? Ooh, yeah. The discussion panel. In 2022. Four. Another concern that I have once again, I want everyone to know that I support trans people. I will never turn my back on them. Okay, just so you know. Okay, so now we're gonna I really hope. Discussion panel. Okay, let's go, let's shoot this over to Children's Health Defense. Right. Now, unfortunately, you know, Teachers for Choice, let's go on. Okay, Teachers for Choice has not responded. I think they're being pressured. Teachers for Choice, okay, let's get, you know, unfortunately, you know, John Gilmore. Okay, John Gilmore, American Values. We're going to go and stick on some more people. Who else? You know, James will be pouring this tag. Yo, within this group, people will be pouring this shit out. Yeah, Martha, Rowan, okay. And we're adding some more names here, right? Yeah, we're going to juice it up a little bit. Yeah. So we're going to shoot this out to them. Okay, so that's been sent, and we will actually be contacting the hospital now. So let's get them, right? Yeah, it's 10:45, right? They should definitely be around now, right? Yeah. Okay, let's see what's on. Let's see what's going on. Okay, so let's go over here, right? Okay. But democracy now sucks, just so you know, okay? Just so you know. Give him a call.
Welcome to the pediatrics clinic at Bellevue Hospital Center. Please press 1 for English, 2 for Spanish, 3 for men. Please listen carefully as our menu options have changed.
If this is an emergency, please hang up and dial 911. If you have a clinic card, please have it available. Your call may be monitored for quality assurance purposes. To schedule, confirm, or cancel an appointment, please press 1. If your child is sick and needs medical advice or needs a pharmacy prescription, press 2. If you would like to speak to a clinic representative, press 3. If you need information about general forms, press 1. If you are calling for a specialist or any other assistance, press 2.
Pediatrics.
Hello. Yes. Is the director or the person in charge available right now?
What do you mean by in charge?
Well, the thing is that I'm actually an activist, and actually I was try to contact someone named Gloria Matera, or her boss, because the thing is I'm actually scheduled to be protesting outside of Bellevue Hospital, and this should, it would probably negatively affect patient outcomes and patient reviews.
Regarding you want to speak to one of the doctors?
I could, yeah. I mean, really, a supervisor would probably be better, but a doctor would be fine, I guess.
Give me 1 second.
Thank you. Just so you know, I was formerly in med school, and I'm going to talk about this right now. There's actually something called the hidden curriculum of medical education. Loss of idealism. This is, all right, medical school, right, adoption of a ritualized professional identity, emotional neutralization, change of ethical integrity, acceptance of hierarchy, and the learning of less formal aspects of good doctoring. This is actually really, crushing, right, the unspoken rules and culture of medicine. And this is actually, we can see a lot of these practices being executed by Gloria Matera and Jill Stein. So we'll be asking about this doctor if they know anything, if this hidden curriculum is being implemented at this institution, and if that's damaging. A lot of the reviews you can see here are actually quite similar to these complaints about the unwritten curriculum, right? So these unwritten curriculums were things that I had problems with. And I got through the first year of medical school, and the second year of medical school, I ended up, it didn't work out, right? But, because...
Business office, Adrian speaking. How can I help you?
yeah, you said this is Dr. Adrian?
No, this is Adrian Johnson, Pace Accounts Manager in Finance.
Okay, at the pediatrics ward?
No, sir.
Can you transfer me back to pediatrics, please?
Pediatrics, is it a specialty or it's a primary care?
It's actually a specialty. Pediatrics means child
Specialty?
care.
Sure, hold on one second.
Thank you so much. Maybe that was a mistake, maybe it's not, right? But good thing we're documenting this whole experience. Let's see what kind of care you get at Bellevue Hospital.
Vaccinations and care for long COVID at our hospitals, neighborhood health centers, and COVID-19 centers for excellence. Children as young as 6 months of age are eligible. Visit our website.
Hello?
Hello, yes, this is pediatrics. I was just referred to billing, but I need to speak with actually a doctor or a supervisor.
Give me 1 second.
Thank you so much.
Bellevue Pediatric Clinic?
Hello, yes, is this, doctor, is this supervisor, who is this?
Who is this speaking?
My name is, DJ L7. I'm actually a activist. So,
Okay.
so, yeah, is this a supervisor, or is this a doctor, or who am I speaking with? Is this the pediatrics ward?
This is the Pediatric Outpatient Clinic.
Okay.
I'm Dr. Macedo.
Dr. Macedo, nice to speak with you. So, the thing is that actually I had an experience with someone named Gloria Matera. I believe she works at the Bellevue Hospital, as in terms of doing, she's a director of like child care, things like that. And actually, I had she was actually, I was in medical school as well. And you know about something called the hidden curriculum, where there's unfortunately a type of, hierarchy, and, the way that people are treated is not really necessarily the best. So I experienced a lot of this type of behavior from her. And I actually am about to have a protest out in front of Bellevue Hospital. Before I did that, I want to just talk with the department and see if maybe we could work something out, or maybe we could have a conversation, because she's just stopped replying. So,
Okay, so
yeah.
you I mean, I am like a random doctor that you got. There's thousands of doctors that work at Bellevue Hospital, hundreds in the pediatric department.
Well, there's victims, right? If you look at the Yelp reviews on Bellevue Hospital, they're quite negative. And it would be...
not going to talk to you about this.
Okay.
I'm not sure who you should speak to.
Really? Okay.
It's probably not me. Maybe
Do you have a supervisor?
To...
Do you have a managing director of the pediatrics ward that I could speak with? Who's the shift manager?
Oh my goodness.
Or the physician in charge on duty right now?
No. That's not how this works.
Okay, how does it work?
let me, is it inpatient or an outpatient issue?
This isn't, well, it's going to be in and outpatient because we'll be actually showing the, pictures of the Yelp reviews and actually telling all of the patients that go in there to contact me if they have issues going on. There's other conversations going on about, there's other political people that I have involved that are involved with child autonomy, things like that, and talking about these experiences. So it's going to affect the inpatient and the outpatient at the hospital. It'll probably affect doctor reviews as well, honestly. The outcomes that you need to really perform well on. Right? People go in, they see signs that there's problems at the hospital.
I mean, trust me,
Okay.
this is not, whatever.
Okay.
I don't know who to direct you to, and I'm not sure how you got to me.
I
Gloria
understand.
Matera is a child life director.
Really,
and
this,
I don't
just so you know, this
know.
is
I
actually
mean,
being live streamed, so hopefully you could find someone because honestly, right, this is not looking good, it's all being documented, every single step of this. I also emailed the director of New York City Health and Hospital, but I'd rather just talk with the department and work something out, but running into this wall of not being able to get anywhere, it just doesn't look good. Why can't I speak to a shift manager? Why can't I really have a conversation? This will all being documented. I need to speak with somebody, please, who can actually have a conversation before I start protesting outside. If not, I'll just protest, and it will actually, and when they try to have a conversation later, and someone will come out and say, please stop, blah, 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 I'll be like, I tried to talk.
All right, so I am supposed to be seeing,
Right.
supervising patient care right now, so I can't stay on the phone.
So can you pass me
I
to a
don't have
shift supervisor?
secretary.
Or a,
I
why doesn't it
can't-
work like that? Why can't I talk to the on-shift supervisor for the
We
doctors
don't
right
have
now?
an on-shift supervisor, it doesn't work like that. But I'll
Okay.
see if I can find, some division director, who's above me to talk to you.
This is all being documented, and I'm scheduling
Wonderful. I'm so
the
glad
protest
that
by the
you're
end of the week.
documenting.
Thank
This
you.
This is
Thank
great.
you.
This is
I
great.
know.
Thank you. All right, so hold on, okay?
I appreciate it. I have to do that for my own protection. Thank you. To make sure things move forward. Mm-hmm. So actually, this is the AMC website, and we can see it's talk about the hidden curriculum right here. And these doctors are often terrorized into following procedures that are not reporting on certain things, right?
You know how to put this line on hold and then transfer?
Wait, transfer them or hold them?
Well, let me put a hold until I find the right person.
Hold. No, I usually should not hold it right now.
Here you could see that the formal curriculum and the hidden curriculum directly contradict each other. In fact, a 2018 position paper on the hidden curriculum by the American College of Physicians noted that more than half of medical students experienced disconnects between what they were explicitly taught and what they perceived from faculty members' behaviors. This is a known issue, folks, just so you know, okay? Schools are trying to be sensitive. That's not really what's happening. And you can see it happening live right here. Right? This is actually going to impact the doctors too, and they're actually victims somewhat in this, right? They're told that they have to... Think about your experience with the doctor, right? They run in the room, right? Yeah? And oh, you have this wrong, here's your diagnosis, blah, and they run it back out. Because their bosses are giving them certain instructions to make sure they can crank the money. If we're not deliberate about teaching the hidden curriculum on professionalism, students won't be trained properly to practice both the art and science of medicine. What I'm saying right here would actually affect every single doctor that's working at this facility. So, I get they don't want to just pass it on or not deal with it, but I'm an activist. This is what I specialize in. Maybe they'll hang up on me. Maybe they'll get magically disconnected, right? They'll try one more time, but I want you to see when I talk about serious issues going on in the medical facility and make a strong request to talk to personnel, This is what you can expect at Bellevue Hospital. And I get it, right? It's a difficult conversation. A lot of doctors will protect each other. They do not really want to have these kinds of. There are constant and persistent pressures on doctors to, you know, they have a lot of responsibility in their hands. There's consistent and steady pressures to give into the industry. Yeah, my name's DJL7. I hope they're looking me up right now, right? Yeah? Watch me scream this. Like, I know this, I know medical institutions, and I know what the problems are. I know, yeah, come on. This is exactly the type of hierarchical, treatment. That is exactly what I experienced from Gloria Matera. And these are people who are in charge of the health of our children. Look at their reviews right here, right? These people are traumatized. Look at the, they probably would, right? With all that money, they probably pay some people to put in 5 stars. Look at the stack. Whole bunch of 1s. There's even 2s, 3s, 4s. The 4s is the least, right? There will be people who have positive experiences. I'm not saying that all of this is fake, right? But the institution would be really incentivized to create fake reviews. And you can see from the stack here that there should be more of an even spread. There's not, right? 1, 2, 3. In fact, some of the 5-star reviews, we've even reviewed them before, right? You can watch my other video. But some of the 5-star reviews are actually cite serious problems and actually suggest that they should actually be 1-star reviews. Okay, so these are consistent, right? These are actually positives, right? And okay. Okay, so I just saw this as the registration lady was pleasant, the nurse wasn't friendly. Having bloody nose, getting bounced around. No, the bloody nose got treated well. I remember that one. My son will buy the best hospital in the world, has never let me down. Okay, that's definitely an all 5-star. This one, right? The Erica one, right? I love this place. My mother suggests this hospital. When I gave birth, the midwife was super friendly and helpful. The lunchman was nice. Except at night, the staff changed as I was bunked with a lady who had a C-section and spoke no English. Her baby was hungry and she pressed the button. I heard a lunch of babies gossiping. But they came in 30 minutes later. Maybe it's not so bad, right? I wish I could have helped her, but my legs were wobbly and I couldn't walk straight. So they wanted to help, they couldn't help. It doesn't really sound 5-star. But it sounds like overall they had an over positive experience. So this is one of the 5s, right? But then we see a lot of disappointments here. So, oh well. And you see how these reviews say they were forced to sit and wait for 2 hours? Good thing we're streaming this so we can see how long it takes for us to get past on, are we even still in the call? 18 minutes, we could go back and check the camera. But we're gonna see how long it takes for someone to actually pick up this call. Maybe they put me on permanent hold. That's what they do with their intelligence, right? Instead of trying to find out the problem or deal with the problem, right? They put you on permanent hold. Is this how Bellevue operates? Interesting. Let's go back and see if we got any responses to the email that I sent earlier. Okay, interesting. Okay. How long do we have to wait, right? Remember, the doctors are getting paid right now. As an activist, I'm not getting paid. They understand this. This is actually a very common tactic amongst the rich and amongst the people who are bureaucrats, right? They keep shuffling their papers. She said she was so glad she was being live streamed. Did that sound sarcastic to you? Because it did to me, right? Listen, these doctors are under pressure too. I understand. They don't want to deal with this mess. She says she knows Gloria. She might even be running over to Gloria right now and telling her what's going on. But Gloria's too good to talk to me. Despite my victimization, despite my body of work. And this is why, right, in the Medicare for All, I also have charges about that, so. I have an issue so serious that it's provoking me to protest outside of it's provoking me to protest outside of Bellevue Hospital, right? If this is the way they treat me, like I'm sure they treat a lot of other people like this, it's gonna be let's see if anyone's in the chat. Wow. This is a known, once again, this is the AAMC, okay? This is a known issue. The corruption, the bullshit. What happens when those messages undermine the basic tenets of professionalism? Right? I'm not being treated professionally right now. There's no supervisor on staff managing the doctors? How does it work then? Interesting. But they don't have the time to, once again, she's got to bang out the patients. She's got to make money for the doctors. And they got to have that long line in the ER, right? To make sure that they're always cranking the money. The commercial aspects of the business are constantly pressuring these doctors and, advocates like myself. Who's funding activists like myself to hold these people accountable? Nobody. Discrimination. Okay, let's look at, while we're waiting right here, okay? Let's look at Bellevue Hospital physician staff, okay? Okay. Let's see if there's any images here. Oh, is this their staff here? Okay. This is certified, okay. We're just gonna pop open some of these, okay. This is Bellevue, designated Bellevue, okay. Open image in new tab. Okay. Put this image in a new tab. Okay. And let's look at these, okay. Where did the black people go? Wondering about that? What's going on, Gloria? I also noticed also about Jill Stein's campaign. It's 100% white. Like, what's going on here? Where's the black people at? What's going on here? Like, I'm not making this up. It's the first one that I popped open, right? Yeah? Oh, there's a black person there. Oh my God, the first one. Yeah, okay, we found one. Okay, there's none here. It doesn't look like it, anyways. Interesting. Okay. There may be other issues going on at this particular facility. Okay. We're going to investigate all of this. We're going to ask the patients as they exit from Bellevue, like what their experiences are, what they've seen. Okay. 18, so it's 4 minutes now, 5 minutes, okay. You see, normally it would be hard to hold on to the phone right here, right? But because I'm documenting, because I'm live streaming, right, it's actually fills me with joy to expose them. So, you know, let's expose exactly how patients with serious issues are treated by this community. Should I call back even? I'm like tempted. I think she just put me on hold forever. Maybe I'm wrong. I hope I am. What is going on? Wow. Maybe I'll call them separately on this other line. What do you think about that? Should I do that, folks? Right? Am I even on hold? I don't hear any music. Like, what's going on? Okay, we got an email talking about what's going on in another state with these people. There's other people that have been victimized by this cartel. Yeah? Well. Bellevue should be investigated, right? Yeah. Yikes. Is this how they normally treat people? There was one caring doctor and the rest all a bad name to the medical community. The etiquette and manners one should hold in their position is completely non-existent. I'd say the lady here was not the best, not the worst, right? But I mean, right now this being put on like hold right here is a little strange, but she was a little resistant. I did say I was filming, so she, you know, I did say I was broadcasting this, so I can understand why she'd be a little bit, you know, resistant. But you know, she's like, "Oh, well, great. I'm so glad you're doing that." Like, it just doesn't seem very honest, but just letting them know. Someone was having, I think it's probably not cynical, probably cyclical vomiting, probably a spell check, no, autocorrect probably changed this word right to cynical. Trembling due to Lyme disease, to Desert Hospital, went to the ER. Okay, and then she was at 5. She saw she had to leave. We needed to go, and we appreciate someone would take out the IV and call a cab. The doctor said, "No, this is the way it's going to be, and your doctor will not leave until I feel fit. And if you agree with me, I'll call the police and you'll be arrested, and she'll stay here anyways." Okay. I mean, maybe possible they're endangering the child. I don't know. It's like, it's also possible now, right? This is actually the mother, supposedly. So, okay. Let me check the chat right now, see if anybody has any comments about how this is going right now. Maybe they're watching, actually, right? Let's see how many watchers we have. I may have no watchers. No, this is actually the mother. We have one watching. That's me. So they're not tuned in now, or they may So, okay. She pointed at me and the daughter. Do you suffer from arrested development? Blaine refused to ask how she could help me. Let me get the paperwork. She sits for another almost 2 hours. He said it 2 hours and nothing. They are just staring. Please rank yourself the worst. After an hour, one of the nurses took the IV tubes is gone. So the nurse said he had to go to the ICU but should be back soon. What about the other 3 nurses and 1 doctor sitting behind the computers in front of us? I can't believe this nightmare. Well, 45 minutes later, the doctor that was sitting looked like he felt sorry for us and got up, walked over and said he would take it out. Thank God and goodbye. You know, actually, how much money do they make for connecting the IV? Does the patient really need, can you give them a liter of water to drink? Can you give them, right, yeah, like maybe some Pedialyte in there, can you give them some, you know, something to drink? Do they have to have it injected into their veins? But how much do you get paid for an IV versus just giving the person, you know, a big jug of water to drink? People should be knowledgeable consumers, right? They can make a lot more off an IV versus just giving you something to drink. Water is smaller than your, you know, it can very easily pass through the intestinal cell wall. I mean, not through the cell wall, but through the intestinal, you know, tissues, right? Yeah, they are permeous to water, and the water will flow right in. And the person may actually be urinating soon, right? Not saying that sometimes IVs, you know, could be a legitimate use, but sometimes it's not. When you're piercing someone's skin inside of an emergency room, there's antibiotic resistant strains of bacteria hanging around, other things like this. Potential danger. But once again, right, what is it called again? The hidden curriculum. The hidden curriculum is people got to make money. And they can't be inconvenienced with a call like this. I don't know how you got me yet. I was even tried to like eject from the pediatrician clinic, right? Okay, so we're gonna call again on the other phone, live stream that as well. All right. Some weird stuff is going on here. I'm glad there's no music, to tell you the truth. I don't want to hear no stupid music. Okay. Well, let's bring up the number for the pediatrics. Put it on speaker. 562.
To the pediatrics clinic at Bellevue Hospital Center. Please press 1 for English, 2 for Spanish, 3 for Mandarin. Please listen carefully, as our menu options have changed. If this is an emergency, please hang up and dial 911. If you have a clinic card, please have it available. Your call may be monitored for quality assurance purposes. To schedule, confirm, or cancel an appointment, please press 1. If your child is sick and needs medical advice or needs a pharmacy prescription, press 2. If you would like to speak to a clinic representative, press 3. If you need information about general forms, press 1. If you are calling for a specialist or any other assistance, press 2. Pediatrics.
Hello, yes, I called earlier asking for a supervisor, and then I was placed on hold. I'm still on hold for, 5-6 minutes here, maybe longer. And I just, I wasn't sure if I was still, I was told by the doctor I was transferred to a doctor, and then
I
she's.
mean, I tried to transfer. I was the one who you spoke to first, but the supervisor, she went on a meeting now. Try to call back like around 12.
Oh, so why? I mean, I'm on hold on the other line. Is the reason why I wasn't told? I mean, that's kind of unprofessional for that doctor.
I mean, I honestly don't know why nobody answered, but I did transfer the call.
I do appreciate
Okay?
that. That's good to know, though. Thank you for letting me know about until noon. All right, so thank you so much. I really appreciate that. God bless.
You're welcome.
So you could see, folks, that information says that the call is still on hold. Let's show that right there. Is this really? She knows she's being recorded too, right? But she does not care. It's quite sad. Oh well. Right? She put me on hold, and that's a good thing I have another phone so I could call. Like I said, there's unfortunately, right, there's a culture of this type of hierarchical treatment in the medical community, and I recognize it from a mile away, right? I recognize it from a mile away, Gloria. So, I guess that the medical establishment, right, y'all are just not going to respond. I've dealt with this type of bureaucratic BS before, and call back at noon, right? Yeah, just right. Once again, they're just stalling, delaying, right? Yeah, we called on Friday, left the message, we sent emails, we called, right? Yeah, we got placed on. We're still on hold right here. Is this doctor gonna get back to us, or is she maliciously doing this? Right? Actually, I start to think like she put me on hold. Like, it seems kind of malicious, doesn't it? Like, this is tying up one of their lines. They should see it's lit up. Right? Was this done maliciously? What do you think? But just like you, if you're watching this, okay? Just the way nobody's cared about you, right? These doctors have taken advantage. And, they've probably done this to other people as well. Right? We see that there's a culture there. And who's going to fix it? Is it going to be the doctors? No, it's not. Is it going to be activists like me? Maybe. It's going to be very difficult, though. Right? They're playing these games right here. Right? If I didn't call on the other line, I wonder how long this is going to go for. Will that doctor get back to me? Strange. Will anybody pick it up, right? Look, I've worked phone call systems before, right? One of those lines is held up. At some point, someone should pick up that line and see what's going on. Let's see how long that takes. It was 18 when I checked. It was already been some minutes before, so now it's like 18 minutes. Okay. I'm telling you, folks, if you can avoid going to the hospital, do it, yeah? There's a reason why doctors do not, right? Let's take a look at this, too. If going to the emergency room is such a great deal, right? Yeah. How many doctors? Procedures, let's take a look. Let's take a look. This is something that you guys should know about, okay? Many doctors choose end-of-life care differently because the doctors know. Why your doctor probably has a do not resuscitate. Medical error is third leading cause of death in America? Damn. This industry here is a mess. And the main problem is this hidden curriculum, which creates a culture of corruption and, unaccountability. Let's take a look over here. Many doctors choose end-of-life care differently than the general population, right? Yeah, the general population says, oh, we need health care, But do you really? What do doctors think about that? Doctors are actually less inclined to seek heroic medical care in those circumstances. Physicians were slightly less likely to die in the hospital, right? They probably die outside the hospital. They don't want to die in the hospital. They know what a crap show that is. They don't get surgery before the death. They know how iffy that is.
Hello?
Yeah, can I help you? Yes, I'm here.
So the director of risk management at Bellevue is going to call you back at this number
Okay, when is that going to happen?
momentarily.
Oh, great. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
You're welcome. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, well, we did get back, so that's interesting. So, let's see how long that took again, right? Yeah, let's go and study that. So, okay. Well, how long was the call, right? Yeah, let's see. Okay, so, is there a length of the call? 1 minute. No, it's definitely longer than that. Okay, 40 minutes. So, 18, about 20-minute wait. Okay, it is what it is. And like I said, they're going to see the light up there. So she knows I'm waiting. She knows I'm live streaming. She knows it's being recorded. Supposedly the director's going to call me momentarily. Let's wait for that one. I can't wait to have a discussion. Yeah. Momentarily. Let's see what happens. So once again, folks, being someone who's kind of like an insider, right? Yeah. Right. Doctors know you want care. Okay. Doctors understand that extra procedures do not always mean better quality of life. Okay. They are there to sell you these procedures. But once again, right, I'm not saying that all procedures are bad, right? That's why I said in this part here, right? Yeah, look, I have medical experience, okay? I'm not anti-trans, but I want people, the trans community, to know that they're being sold that this is a solution, sold, okay? You need to think about that, okay? A lot of people are going to attack me, blah, you're anti-trans, blah. Not really. But when they sell you their solution, you got to be like, what? Be very careful about, especially the medical community. There's a lot of bad things going on. Now they're lowering to 15 or 17. This is for business. This is not, how much lower are they going to lower it for, right? Hormones start at the age 14, 2 years earlier than the group's previous advice. Are they right or are they wrong? Like, why are they right? Like, why did this change? Right, before they said something and now they're saying something different. Like, can you trust it? I want you to think about that. Not saying it's not the solution for some people, right? But once again, these doctors will, with something to gain, will push certain things. Will push, and they'll, sell the benefits and they'll downplay the risks, or they'll downplay the negatives, right? There will be side effects. There will be, any drug has side effects. Any, right, surgical procedure has complications and risk. So please don't think this is an anti-trans thing, but there's definitely concerning things going on within the industry that they're trying to take advantage. Okay, so we got slightly contradictory information. I mean, someone did say the director would be available at noon. Now they said they were calling me right back. Well, okay. Maybe they're lying. A lot of people, unfortunately, especially like equate lying with intelligence, but it's really cowardice. Oh, we got one like. Interesting. Right? I didn't like that. Right? Someone's liked the video already. It says only one watching. I thought it was me the one who was watching, but we do have one like on the video. Very interesting. So appreciate that, I guess. In many cases, we're not saving lives, we're prolonging dying. Most people would choose to be in their own home during their death. Yep. And that's another issue with the disabilities crew that I work with, right? Home care, not nursing homes, right? That's actually a video I didn't put up, but let's go see my friends in the disabilities forum right here, okay? And let's go get their stuff, okay? Adapt. Home care, not nursing homes, okay? I know this is something they work on, okay? Restore home care access, right? And no care or force them into institution. And just so you know, ADAPT is actually disabilities. I'm actually a disabilities advocate as well. So, I thought the director was gonna give me a call. Okay, we hung up the phone at 40 minutes in, so the call happened at 10:45, and right now it's 11:30, right? So, will she call at noon? Right? Yeah. Are we waiting another half hour, or is she calling now? Oh, someone else is watching now. What's up? Cool. Okay. Oh, man. Dang, I'm hungry. Oh, they probably like my real cafecito break, yeah? Okay. Is what it is. I wonder if they would come out to a protest at Bellevue Hospital, or at least talk about it on their show, right? It definitely concerns. Oh, Jay Reed the Grim's on top of this. Okay, that's cool. Okay, interesting. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Just so you know, you can see Jessica Ramos here doing her petitioning schedule, right? This is what the politicians really need right now. So just so you know, this is actually a thing that's going down, okay? Petitioning is quite important for the politicians, and if you guys want to build your power, you really should be in that game, okay? This is what they need to qualify. Like they have certain needs. Hello, can I help you?
Hi, my name is Catherine Gursky. I'm the Director of Risk Management at Bellevue Hospital. How are you?
Nice to meet you. I'm, well, I could be better, but I guess that's what we're talking right now.
Can you tell me who you are?
My name's DJ Elf7. I'm actually an activist. I'd love to actually.
DJ, one more time. I'm sorry. I don't write that fast.
That's
What's
right.
your name?
DJ Elf7. ELF.
DJ L7.
ELF7. The number 7. ELF. Yeah.
ELS
The
7.
number seven.
Number 7.
Correct.
Okay. DJ like in disc jockey.
Exactly.
LELS.
ELF, like little people in the forest?
Little people. What's that? Little people what?
No, like little people in the forest, like ELF. ELF, right? DJ Elf7.
ELF. Sorry.
And then the number 7. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. And what can I call? Can I refer to you as Mr. DJ, Mr. Elf?
Whatever you want. I don't care. Look, that's not really my primary concern, right? My primary concern
No, I know,
is...
but to have a conversation, I like to know.
Yeah, just
who
call me
I'm
DJ. That's
speaking
fine. DJ is fine.
with. Okay, Mr. DJ. So tell me what is your concern, so we can see if we can't address that.
Okay. So the thing is that I actually have some, just so you know, I've been blackballed for 3 years, and, right, I'm actually an activist. You'll see my work with, I just had a presidential candidate forum. I have meetings with tenant association presidents in public housing. I've done extensive work. I actually would love to email you some of that work.
So you're an activist
for the little people, right? Yeah, people that are poor, people that are, I also work with disabilities. So
okay.
I've also been in medical school. I also have worked as a patient advocate for, I worked for pulmonologist, a neurologist, several emergency rooms, and also I worked for a law firm where I was protecting patients that were going to see for independent medical examinations. I worked as a watchdog. You might know about that particular position, right, to protect patients from the medical industry. So the thing is that I tried to talk about, I tried to talk with Gloria Matera about some really big concerns that were going on, and she just basically didn't respond. And I don't know if you heard something called the hidden curriculum. Have you heard about that?
No.
No, okay. It's actually written about on the AAMA website. You can type in the word hidden curriculum medical school. And actually, unfortunately, there's a, what people learn in school, which is idealistic. And then, there's the actual thing where, hierarchy and, business concerns actually, right, and, a lot of these things actually contradict what they've actually learned. You can see the AAMA has articles about this particular phenomenon. It's called the hidden curriculum, okay? And the thing is that I recognize the type of behavior of, treatment, right, the way that Gloria was treating me and my concerns and the way that she just disregarded them. And I also, so I started to say...
Let me ask you a question before you... I don't want... I so apologize for interrupting, but just can you tell me what your concern is? Because I haven't yet heard your concern.
I recognize... Well, I'm about to get to it, right? The thing is that I recognize a pattern of behavior. I said, you know what? Maybe this is going on at Bellevue Hospital. So I started to look at the Yelp reviews of Bellevue Hospital. I saw some very concerning things that matched up with my own experiences. And I also have other people that I work with in terms of vaccine mandates that also have to do with childcare, things like that. Now, I haven't really brought them in yet. I just sent out an email this morning to also the what's his name? The director of New York City Health and Hospitals. Let me go look at that email. I've already started to engage William Hicks. Do you know that name, William Hicks?
Yes,
the CEO, course. Right. So I've already sent him an email as well. And the longer that there's delays, I'm just going to probably the next email will also be sent with tips. Not that I expect them to cover, right?
But
ABC,
I'm
NBC,
still
CBS.
Not hearing your issue.
So I want to call back from Gloria Matera, right? Because she's refusing to address some of the issues that I'm bringing up here, and I'm being victimized.
What are you bringing up? I can forward you to the correct place to address some of your concerns.
These same issues.
I can't do that unless I know what the concerns are.
Well, it seems to be an issue of, like I said, the hidden curriculum. You can look it up, right? Where there's
the hidden curriculum for what?
Well, it's a medical school thing, right? AAMA, once again, so the AAMA talks about it, right?
I know, but
where there's a culture of,
not the medical school.
Where there's a culture of, hierarchy. There's a culture of, actually stepping on poor people, right? And a culture of disregard and a culture of commercialism, right? Of promoting self-services. I've also was actually one of the only Asian American organizers for something called Medicare for All March. And, actually, I used to support Medicare for All, but now I'm against it because the doctors and the have really monopolized the whole entire conversation, and victims of the healthcare industry have been muscled out of that whole entire conversation. So
I hear you, but I'm not.
Yeah.
What I'm not hearing is your concern for Bellevue's. What
my
Bellevue
concern is
doing
Bellevue's
or not
treatment,
doing.
and is Bellevue also treating other patients the way that I was treated? And when I look at the Yelp reviews, it seems to be a pattern of behavior. And I can actually email you some of the different. I would love to get your email. I'll send you all this information, and I could send you.
I'm trying to get you to. I'm trying to get to so that I can send you to the proper place to address some of your concerns. So that would probably be patient advocacy. As Gloria Matera is not the proper place to address any of your concerns, right?
Well, it shows a culture
where,
of behavior at the hospital, which is actually quite concerning and deserves investigation, right? If that's what's going on.
Again, you have to be specific as to what behavior you're speaking of, so that we can
a culture of like when I called earlier this morning, I was it might have just been a mistake, but I was referred to the wrong place several times, and I was waiting. It is what it is, right? Sometimes mistakes happen, but
you called a doctor's number that's trying to treat patients.
Well, I asked to speak to a supervisor.
You were quite insistent. They did the best
right.
to get the issue, and they referred you to. They called me, and I'm trying my best to figure out what your issue is, but you still haven't yet to tell me what your concern is. So, with all due respect, Mr. DJ, I'm going to give you the number for patient advocacy.
Okay.
But
well, I'm about to protest in front of Bellevue Hospital later this week.
Okay, but that's not going to help address your issues.
Well, I would rather talk
right?
about with you and get a conversation with Gloria Matera, but she's not returning my calls. So.
But Gloria Matera is not the appropriate person.
Well, she is in my case.
To address your concerns.
Okay. Well.
That's why I'm trying to give you the right person to address your concerns.
Okay. Well, I'll be talking to patients myself separately, right? Because I could talk to the administrators. But, if I went out to protest, which would happen very soon, I would talk to patients and ask them their personal experiences with care. You know what I mean? So I could talk to the patient advocacy group at the hospital. But I also want to hear from patients themselves.
That's the department that addresses any concerns that somebody may have.
Oh, okay. Well, great. So I would like to talk to them because I want to ask for a FOIA request.
Let me give you their number so that you could call them. But then you're going to have to give them specific issues to address.
Absolutely.
This culture, you have to, again, it has to be a little bit more specific so that we can actually address the concerns that you may have.
So I know there's HIP and stuff, but I will be asking, right, if metrics are taken to see like patient satisfaction and to see how they feel about, about how their concerns were addressed and how they were treated. So I'm going to ask if any metrics are taken on that, and I'll be examining those, and we'll see if those numbers are good or bad, and I will be probably affecting those numbers soon with that protest. So hopefully we could sort this issue out. But yeah, I love their number. Yeah.
Okay, let me give you the number. It's 212.
Thank you so much.
562.
212-562.
6071.
6071. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I would love to act 562-6671, you said? Oh,
6071.
Okay. And I would love to email you some information about some of the different because I'm also talking to candidates around the country. I just had a presidential candidate debate forum. I'm actually quite involved, right? I said the Medicare for All March. I do a lot of activism in the medical stuff.
And I appreciate that. Again, but you understand that for us to sort of address whatever your concerns are, we need to know what the concerns are, right?
Right. Okay. Well.
And you're talking very globally, which is great. I understand all of the work you've been doing, but for us to address the Bellevue concerns, we need to know what the Bellevue concerns are.
Okay. Well, I'll be calling this number.
Would you be okay if we had somebody from public relations give you a call, or?
I want to talk to someone. I don't want to get these.
Patient advocacy.
I really want Gloria Matera's boss to call me, and I want to talk to Gloria personally.
Gloria Matera is not the appropriate person to call.
Okay. Well, that's really what kind of like lit this whole investigation off, right? So, and if I could get my issue there resolved, I do think this is worthy of. While I do think this issue is worthy of being addressed, I have many other people that I work with, like disabilities, right? People that are suffering right now, like wrongful incarceration people. So I don't want to have to pick up a new project if I could help it. But, if my issues are not addressed by Gloria Matera and or her boss or whatever, right? If I don't get a call from her, then I will actually start this investigation. I will actually take this under my wing. And I would love to send you my body of work so you could see how involved I am as an activist and what things I've accomplished in the past. So,
the best place to do that is to send it to patient advocacy.
Okay, I'll be calling them for sure. Please have public relations call me.
Again, I don't know that Gloria Matera is the appropriate person to address your concerns.
Right. It's already starting to escalate, right? Like I already emailed people like around the country already, you know, a rapid, right? She could make this end real quick, but okay, you know, maybe I got to go this other route. So I'm sorry, right? It's going to be a lot of, okay. Well, if it's got to go this way, okay. Well, thank you.
Okay.
So, thank you. Appreciate it.
You're very welcome.
God bless. Have a great day.
Okay. Bye-bye.
All right. Well, I did get a call fairly, you know, at some point, so we will be following up. The public relations, right? Pass the buck. I mean, I have a lot of people I'm working with right now. Yeah, it really, it does sound like a serious issue, right? I've kicked up some other people like Children's Health Defense, Teachers for Choice. You know, we'll see if they want to get involved with this, but we're gonna see where this goes. Okay. This is definitely going down. Making me a victim it's not a good idea. I'm telling you right, it's just not a good idea.